Hello STBians and welcome to the online classes. I hope you all are happy and healthy. I am Priyanka Ranga, your science subject teacher. So class, as you all know, we have already discussed about the plants and animals. Also their differences, similarities with the adaptation features in plants and animals. As our second chapter was adaptation in plants and animals, we have seen how the plants and animals adapt themselves to make fit for the environment. Today in this class, we will discuss about the adaptive features on plants and animals. We will discuss about the basic features of them so that it will be easier for you to learn them. Now, as you all know, first of all, we have learned about the plants or animals in different regions and their different adaptive features. Today we will first talk about the animals. Students, animals have four common features in them. That is a defensive mechanism to protect themselves. Second is their special body parts so that they can use their parts to make themselves protected from the enemies. Or their special teeth or claws or horns. They can use them for hunting or their food habits. Second, last one is camouflage. So these are the adaptive features in animals. Now we will distinguish the animals in different categories on the basis of the areas where they live. You know, animals are found in land, water or deserts. According to their areas, what are the adaptive features so that the animals can survive in that area? We will first talk about the land animals. Class, what are the land animals? They live on the land. Example, tiger, lion, cow, etc. They live on the land. And what are their features so that they make them survive in the environment? They have lungs to breathe in. Animals use lungs for the process of breathing. Second, they have limbs so that they can move from one place to another. Moreover, when we talk about the land animals, also there are the areas that are very cold. So the animals in the cold regions, what are their adaptive features? They have special thick fur on their body so that this fur can protect them from the cold environment. To survive in the cold environment, they have thick fur on their body above their skin. Now next is for the cold regions, the animals have sure-footed. That means their feet are designed as they can jump from one rock to another without slipping. These are the adaptive features of land animals. Now moving to the next point, that is aquatic animals. What are the adaptive features in aquatic animals? That is, how are the plants in the water survive? So we will talk about how the animals of the aquatic regions survive in the water. Examples, the fish, crab, etc. How they survive in the water. When we talk about them, they have gills to breathe in. Means when the land animals have lungs for the process of breathing, whereas the aquatic animal have the specially designed gills that use for breathing process, so that they can use the dissolved oxygen of the water. Now next is the fins, that is the fishes and the animals, aquatic animals have fins so that they can move in the water. Also they have a fin tail so that this tail help them to show the direction in the water. When we talk about the aquatic animals, there are other animals that are amphibians. So when we talk about the water animals, amphibians are also there. For example, frogs and crocodile. What are their adaptive features? They have special scales on their skin so that the frogs and the crocodiles can live both in land as well as in water. They have a very moist skin so that they can perform their breathing activity when they are in the water, and when they are on the land, they perform their breathing activity through their lungs. So these are the adaptive features of aquatic animals. Now we will talk about the desert animals. You know what is desert? That is very high in temperature. So in order to live in a desert area, the animals have special humps so that they can store the fat and water for a very long period of time. Example of desert animals are camel. You all know camel is a very common desert animals. Also they have padded feet so that they can walk in the sand. So these are the adaptive features of the animals. We have categorized the animals in these categories and learn in short about their adaptive features. Now the next is, after animals we will now talk about the plants. How the plants make them survive in the environment. First of all, when we talk about the plants, we have categorized them on the cold regions or the aquatic plants or the desert plants. How plants make them survive in these environments. What are the adaptive features of plants? First of all, let's talk about the plants in the cold region. You know, the plants in the cold region have to face strong winds or heavy snowfall. So, in order to face these things, the plants are designed as their bodies have sloping branches so that the snow can slope off from the branches. Also, the plants have needle-shaped leaves. They are the evergreen trees and also known as the conifers. These are the adaptive features of the plants in the cold region. Now let's move to the aquatic plants. What are the aquatic plants that grow in the water? So you all know the aquatic plants, they have their roots fixed in the bottom of the pond and their stem or leaves on the surface of the water. They are just float on the surface of the water. So what are their adaptive features to live in the water? The plants in the water or the aquatic plants, they have long spongy stems so that they can float in the surface of the water. They have stomatas on the upper side of the leaves. You know, usually the stomatas are found under the side of the leaves on any plants of the land. But when we talk about the aquatic plants, their stomata are found on the upper side of the leaves. This is the basic difference. Next, the aquatic plants have their root pockets to protect their roots. And their leaves have a waxy surface so that the water can float away on the surface of the leaves or just run off. The next we will move to the desert plants. How the desert plants adapt themselves as they have to live in a very dry climate. First of all, the desert plants are known as xerophytes also. What is xerophytes? Xero means dry and phytes means plants. That means the desert plants have to live in the dry climate, so they are known as the xerophytes. What are their adaptive features? That the desert plants have long roots. Why they have long roots? So that they can move deep inside the soil in search of the water. Next, the desert plants have waxy leaves or they have no leaves. As you know, if they have no leaves, then who will prepare their food? As we have already studied, food is prepared by the leaves. Leaves is the kitchen of the plants. So, in terms of desert plants, when we talk about the desert plants, the food is prepared by the stem of the plant. Next point of difference is the desert plants have thorns on their body so that they can avoid the loss of excess water. They have thick and fleshy stem. This stem will help them to store more water and food. Now we will talk about the birds. You all know birds can fly in the sky. So what are the adaptive features? What are the features of the birds which make them different from us? How they can fly, how they get their food in the sky. According to these, the main adaptive features of the birds are the birds have a boat-shaped and light bodies. They have hollow bones and strong wing muscles. These strong wing muscles help them to fly thousands of kilometers. That is, they are the migratory birds. Next is, they have sharp eyesight. How the sharp eyesight help the birds? Because, like you know, for example, an eagle can spot a mouse moving on the ground. So for this purpose, they have very sharp eyesight. Also, there are some water birds. You know who are the water birds? Example, ducks and penguin. The water birds have to live in the water or swim in the water. So they have webbed feet so that this help them to Swimming. They have flippers along with the wings. For example, penguin. Penguin have flippers so that they can move in the water. Also, they have long legs. Next is, so the water birds like duck and penguin, they have webbed feet, flippers and long legs. These are the adaptive features of water bird. Now move back to the birds who live not in water, that is, the birds have the adaptive features and one is a boat-shaped body. They have hollow bones, strong wing muscles and sharp eyesight. They have a light boat-shaped body, hollow bones, strong wing muscles and sharp eyesight. You all know the birds fly with the feathers. So on the basis of the feathers, we have categorized the feathers in three parts. There are three kinds of feathers, that is a soft down feather, flight feathers and tail feathers. They work according to their name, that is a soft down feathers help the birds to keep them warm. The flight feathers help the birds to fly. The tail feather help them to stir. So these are the adaptive features of birds and water birds. I hope you all have understood the adaptive features. So just go through the things. We have learned the adaptive features on plants, animals and birds, and according to them we have categorized them and learned all the adaptive features. Just go through the video, do your revision, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you. Have a nice day.